Hear me out, hear me out. Let me just get this off my chest. Welcome to Her Diary Out Loud with Danny Royal, where my journey does not define me, but it defies the barriers of caring about what other people think. One real life experience at a time, my story, my way. I mean, it's better out than in, right?
Hey sis, I just want you to know that I've been hurt too. I know right now you're feeling lonely and you're feeling heartbroken, and there's so many things that you can't even explain in this moment because you're at an emotional place that you can't even put into words. Your heartbreak didn't just start today or yesterday or the moment that man broke up with you. But I need you to understand that God's with you and he's fighting for you, whether you know it or not. But not only is he fighting for you, we're fighting for you too. There are so many Kiki Joneses out here. And I just want to encourage you today to stay strong. Know that I'm praying with you and I'm praying for you. This is a safe space for women to let their hair down, be vulnerable and transparent. There are so many Kiki Joneses that could not do what you've done. Some may call it mental health. Some may call you going crazy. But this is a woman scorned. It's a woman whose heart's been broken for many times, according to what you stated. It didn't just start. It's been since you were 12 years old. And that's something that we can and some can't relate to. But heartbreak is real. Your feelings are valid. And I just want you to know that we're here for you. I didn't even know where to begin. I've seen so many things within the past couple of days that I could talk about, that I could speak on, but I came across something that a woman said that was so powerful today. I mean, she actually said a few things that were so powerful. A few things that I could pick up on, take on, and just run with. Before I get into what it is that she said, I want to just touch on heartbreak a little bit, grief a little bit. You never know what a person has gone through. So you can't expect them to handle things the way that you would. You should never assume how you would handle things, because truth be told is you don't know what you would do until you're in that situation. And to be honest, many people could not fathom or even walk in the shoes of some people who's gone through things that they're not even willing to discuss because they don't even know where to begin. Today, I would just like to begin with you. Now, this is not my first start of beginning again. I've began again so many times. I've started over so many times. I've fallen down so many times. My heartbreak has come from men in my life also. I can personally relate to Kiki Jones in so many ways more than one. In so many ways more than what I would like to even be able to relate to her. They think just because you are a church girl that you don't go through anything, or just because you are a pretty girl you don't go through anything, or just because you are smart or talented that you don't go through anything. The truth of the matter is that we go through the most. And the reality of it is what I found in the cycles that I've been in and in the things that I've gone through is that the enemy, he's out for keeps. And then once he gets you, he's still never satisfied. And to be honest, Kiki said she had been single for 2 years. 2 years not looking for anyone. And she just knew that God had sent him. There's been so many women who just knew that God sent him. There have been places where I felt like God sent him. How did I end up here? I'm a believer. I did it right this time and it still fell through. And then you got the moments where, yes, I was a believer or am a believer, but I just kind of wanted to do my own thing. So some things you bring on yourself and some things you don't. I say that to say, I know what it's like to be on both sides of the spectrum, to do it the right way and still get heartbroken, to do it the wrong way and still get heartbroken. Just the other day, I was told that I had 4 kids outside of marriage. And yup, that was me. That has been my journey. I've been married and I've been divorced. I've been heartbroken and I've given my heart so much to the point where I'm at the place in life where I'm like, God, if you never bless me in my love life, although I believe in you and I trust in you and I trust in love, I'm okay. Bless my ministry. Bless my children. Bless my finance. Bless me to be a blessing. I'm okay with that. Because sometimes giving your heart to someone can hurt you really, really bad in ways that you could not fathom, in ways that you could not imagine. And the worst part about hurt and heartbreak is the fact that this person or these people tend to know exactly what you've gone through. I mean, that man wasn't just Kiki's boyfriend. That man was her husband. So not only did she get raped at the age of 12, have heart surgery due to a diagnosis that was out of her control, been in broken relationships that did not serve her well, have people there who did not believe her when she told her truth. She got married to a man who was never telling the truth in the first place. And I don't say these things to victimize, but the truth of the matter is there's nothing like a woman scorned. Heartbreak is so real. And then you have to deal with the grief behind it. Have you ever grieved over something or someone that you just knew would work because you just knew that it was your time and turn? But you got let down. And for me, I've been let down. Let's talk about it. I am now a mom of 8 soon to be. And in that, it's like I've been judged by men all my life. My father even judged me. Now I've forgiven my dad. I love my dad. I've talked to my dad about different things throughout my journey. But that took God. I got married when I was 18. That man, he didn't want to be married. Maybe the idea of marriage, I don't know. Maybe it was a trap. Manipulation at its finest. I've been manipulated by men. And for some reason, God would not allow me It's been my relationship with him that's kept me grounded to the place that I am in right now. Although I am soon to be a mom of 8, my heartbreak comes from men saying one thing, but manipulating the situation and not being who they said that they are, even when I was my true self. Yes, there are red flags, but sometimes you can be blinded by the red flags because of your desire for love. There have been times that I've been minding my own business, and God knows this for a fact, and all of a sudden, somebody comes into my space, and I welcome them in. And they were nothing like they said. I've heard in my journey so many times, one thing that I like about you, Danny, is that you're consistent. You are consistent. There are so many people that are not consistent with who they are because they're trying to keep up with trends and trying to keep up with pleasing other people. But I said no more. And that's why I'm okay with never ever really being in a love dynamic that looks like a fairy tale. And it may never look like a fairy tale in man's eyes. But there is a man that God states in his word that we should go after. And I don't know if that will ever happen for me, to be honest. I'm not a lost cause. I do believe in love. I believe that love is so beautiful. But I also know that heartbreak is so painful. And I've been through that my whole life. From some decisions that I've made and some decisions I did not make. Which leads me to what Dr. Jen said on TikTok. And she's actually a professor. Also, amongst several other things, shout out to Dr. Jen on TikTok from Beyond the Lecture. She stated in one of her videos, she said, it can all fall apart and still all fall in place. Not only that, the word of God says, all things work together for the good of them who loves him, and to those that are called according to his purpose. I stand firm on that. And today, I decree and declare to every Kiki Jones out there, to every person who's been heartbroken, to every person who's given up on love, to every person who wanted to give up on God, or who's on the verge even now, I decree and declare that your mind shall be sound. Because God has not given us the spirit of fear, but the power of love and of a sound mind. And that every root be addressed in the name of Jesus. Why? Because in order for you to completely heal, Kiki said it best. She said, I've been messed up. I've been messed up since I was 12. She never addressed it at the root. This will not be your portion. God hasn't allowed it to be mine. But I am currently in the place of, wow, it seems like everything has been falling apart. I know for a fact that God is still allowing everything to fall in place all at the same time. Let's hold one another up in prayer. And maybe you don't pray. Maybe that's not your thing. An encouraging word goes a long way. Everybody needs somebody sometime. If you have to cry it out, Cry it out. If you have to let it out, post it out, do that. But I encourage you not to stay there. Because while it's all seemingly falling apart, God is putting the pieces back together if you allow him. And I just want to say, allow him, because you were born for such a time as this. If you've liked this episode, be sure to connect with us on all of our social media platforms. We're on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube under Her Diary Out Loud. Got a story that you might want to share with us on this podcast? Be sure to email us at feminineandfit03. That's feminine, A-N-D, fit03@gmail.com. Drop us a line. Let us know how we're doing. Tell a friend to pull up. And remember, you are not just mentally fit, physically fit, or spiritually fit, but you are feminine and fit. Bye.